You only eat meat still?
Yep.
Talk me through a day's diet then.
Strip loin steak, that's
So you
about
wake
it.
up in the morning, what do you have for breakfast?
Strip loin.
What do you have for lunch?
Strip loin.
What do you have for dinner?
Sometimes strip loin in soup.
You have 3 steaks a day. That's it.
Yeah.
No
Fridays.
vegetables or anything? You just,
Nope.
nothing, just a steak.
Yeah.
Do you have any sauce?
No.
I mean, it's kind of fascinating. How long have you done this? 6 years?
Yeah. 6 years in December.
You look like you're bursting with good health. I mean, what do the experts say about this?
Depends on the experts, but mostly, you know, you should have died by now is usually the reaction I get. That's an old picture of me, but I was already carnivore. That's last year. That's my daughter. So I'm Mikhaila Peterson, mother, blogger. I manage my dad, and I was formerly dying, but I'm not anymore. but to get like healthier. So that's autoimmune, specifically autoimmune disorders and mood disorders, but also, you know, fatigue, skin problems, like a cracky jaw, like whatever. Okay, so age 2, I had symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis, so I was just walking funny. My parents used to put me on their shoulders, and when they put me down, I cried, and it was like cried and sat down. So something was going on with my hips as early as age 2. When I was 7, I was diagnosed with arthritis. I had 35 joints that they could tell were actively inflamed. I had most of them that year injected with cortisone, so that was the first surgery, like they put kids under general to do things like cortisone shots. So that was age 7. Age 8, I was the first kid in Canada to be put on Enbrel. So I was taking methotrexate, naproxen, Enbrel, which is a biologic drug. Methotrexate's pretty intense too. That was age 8. Age 9, I started exhibiting more symptoms of depression and anxiety with OCD tendencies. That had started around grade 1, but by the time I was in grade 5, it was severe enough for me to be medicated. So I was put on an SSRI when I was 10. At 14, I started getting tired and itchy. So that happened just over a winter, and it was like mosquitoes everywhere itchy, but there was no sign of anything. And I was sleeping a lot, but I was also staying up late, and it was really hard to tell if it was me being lazy or if it was fatigue. And I battled with that and with my parents for the next 5 years with the fatigue, because it's hard to tell when people with like invisible problems are sick or whether or not they're just being lazy. And it's hard for them to tell too. And I can tell you, like, if you don't want to get out of bed in the morning, something's wrong. It's not you being lazy. Age 17, hip replacement. So I was told at 16 that I would need a hip replacement before the age of 30 because of the state my hip was in. And in the next 6 months, it got so much worse that I needed a hip replacement then. So that's my healing picture. It was intense. That's my hip replacement, which has actually done really well. The same year, I needed an ankle replacement. So after I got my hip done, my ankle cartilage just disappeared. So that's the left side, just like bone on bone. That was a terrible year. That's the ankle replacement. So that was 17. So things were not improving, even though I was on Enbrel, methotrexate at this point, Cipralex, and OxyContin for an entire year because of that pain.